In this video, I want to break down 5 habits I've used that have helped make me a multi-millionaire. And just because I'm saying these habits doesn't mean that you have to do them. They're not rules. These are things that have helped me, and I believe they'll help you. However, you will be able to find examples of people who don't do this and who are still successful, and you're going to be tempted to type some dumb shit like, hey, such and such doesn't do this. Shut the fuck up. Just because he doesn't do it doesn't mean it doesn't work. And just because I do it doesn't mean it work for you, but I think it will. I think it will. I believe it will. And, you know, if nothing else, try these things on for size and see if you'll benefit from them. And that kind of leads me into number 1. The first habit is that I'm not superstitious about my habits. I think in the past, I had all these morning rituals and I had all these habits that I had to do every day. And if I didn't do them, I'd feel like, oh, fuck, the world's falling apart, and I'd be kind of pissed because I couldn't do it, right? But what I realized is that made me kind of weak. If something was happening in my life and I couldn't meditate that day, or I couldn't do a cold plunge or some shit, it would like fuck with me, but that's weakness. So if you can't do it, don't be superstitious about the shit. You're gonna find a way to win no matter what. That's habit number 1, but that goes for everything. For example, I had a friend, good friend of mine, and he's super successful, multi-millionaire. And he was telling me that he had this high performance coach, and this high performance coach had him wearing fitness trackers and all this other stuff that I'm a proponent of. However, he got to the point where he could only drink a certain type of water. He could only eat organic food. And if he didn't eat the organic food and drink the fucking special alkaline water, he was like, man, I just don't feel productive. I couldn't get my alkaline water, or I couldn't eat my organic grass-fed venison. And I'm like, ugh, you sound weak as fuck. I would drink tap water and eat McDonald's burgers and still out fucking work you, because that makes you resilient. So keep that in mind. Don't let anything make you superstitious. Like, oh, I can't fucking win if I don't have this. I see this a lot in the entrepreneur community. If I can't wear my fucking nerd blue blocker glasses at night, then I can't sleep. No. I'm gonna be able to sleep no matter what. Oh, if I can't get my cold plunge today, I don't feel right. No. I'm gonna fucking perform no matter what. If I don't get 8 hours of sleep, I'm just not myself. No. If I get 2 hours of sleep, fucking 30 minutes. If I don't sleep, there's been days I didn't sleep. That's not advice, but you know, sometimes shit happens and you just don't sleep at night. I still wake up and perform. Do not allow any of this shit to cause you to become superstitious, because that is a fucking weakness. If you need everything to be perfect for you to have a good day, then you're setting yourself up for failure and disappointment. No superstitions, no weakness. You're gonna win no matter what. That's my first habit. That being said, number 2 is wake up early. So I wake up between 4:30 and 6 at the latest each day. You know, sometimes I have to stay up, and you know, I want to get 7 hours of sleep a night. I'm not superstitious about it, but the goal is to get 7 hours of sleep every night, and I track that with my Oura Ring. And I know from the data that when I get 7 hours of sleep, all my vital signs, my HRV, my blood oxygen level, and my performance is adequate. It's the minimum effective dose. I know I can perform with 7 hours of sleep, but I still want to wake up early. So that means I got to go to sleep 9, 10, 11 at the latest to get that 7 hours of sleep and still wake up early. But the beauty of waking up early is it allows me to get things done before the rest of the world is up, before people start texting me, before employees start asking me for shit. I get more done in those few hours before the rest of the world wakes up, before like 8, 9, than most people get done all day, because it's focus time. I'm able to do deep work and really knock out my most important tasks first thing in the morning. And I highly suggest you give that a shot. Right? Start waking up as early as you can manage. In a perfect day, I get up at 4:30. But I used to get mad if I couldn't wake up that early for whatever reason. I would like hate myself a little bit. But that's weakness, right? You don't want to be superstitious about this shit. If I got to sleep till 6, hey, that's just what happened that day. So I'm still wake up and win no matter what. No weakness. But in a perfect world, I'm up at 4:30. And those are my most productive days. That's when I get the most done. To do that though, still get the hours of sleep that I need. I need to be asleep at 9:30. That's gonna take sacrifice, right? Because a lot of fun shit happens after 9, you know. But you know, if you're not willing to sacrifice for your goals, then your goals become the sacrifice. Some asshole is thinking to type it right now. Such and such billionaire wakes up at fucking noon or something. Shut up. I'm talking about what works for me. I believe it'll work for you too. The people who I've coached, who've took this advice, the vast majority of them have seen way more success and made way more money by adopting this practice. And I believe you will too. But if it doesn't work for you for whatever reason, hey, that's cool. That's just what it is. The time you're awake, you just gotta be as productive as you can during those hours. Number 3, meditation. Meditation has a whole host of health benefits. Here's a study that shows meditation improves attention and accuracy during complex tasks. I'm not gonna read this whole shit, nerd, but you can Google it and read it yourself if you so desire. I have another study showing that meditation can help with depression, anxiety, and stress, and actually improve overall well-being. And that's important for me because I have been diagnosed with bipolar 2, the new shit. Motherfuckers still on that old shit, bipolar 1. Psst, catch up. But my therapist said, I don't need medication because he said that I manage it very well. I wouldn't have took it anyway, nerd. I know that meditation has played a huge role in that. That's me with a fucking crazy brain. Imagine you with a normal brain. You can be even better than me. It's super important that you learn to control your emotions, to control your state, because the decisions you make are going to be based off the emotions you feel at the time you make that decision. There's a lot of people in jail who made a decision to whack somebody or fuck somebody up because they were super angry. They couldn't control their emotions. You've probably had sex with people that you regret having sex with because you couldn't control your emotions. You was too horny. Now you got an ugly baby. Some of y'all are ugly babies that are a result of a dad who was just too horny. Right? Had your dad controlled his emotion, waited for a girl who was at least semi-attractive, you wouldn't look the way you do. I digress. Meditation helps control your emotions. In fact, there was a Harvard study showing that meditation does 2 things to your brain. If this is your brain, I'm gonna draw a brain. I know I'm an amazing artist. Just try to stay focused. Don't focus on that, right? There's a part of your brain called the amygdala. And this is where fight or flight responses are, and fear, shit that makes you a bitch, right? And then there's your neocortex. This is the part where humans have huge neocortexes. This is why we were able to develop language, math, the internet. Meditation has been shown in studies to actually grow the size of your neocortex and actually shrink your amygdala. When your amygdala is smaller, now you'll make less emotional decisions and you'll make more logical decisions. That's a good thing. So when that fat girl slides in your DM, instead of going over there because you was horny, letting your amygdala make your decisions, you can use your neocortex, think logically, and be like, I should work on my goals instead of fucking this fat girl again. Because if I do that, I'll be more likely to succeed, create additional income for myself, and that will allow me to fuck hotter girls in the future. Use your brain, man. That's just one example of how meditation will improve your life, but there's plenty more. And I have videos on meditation where I go into way more detail on how meditation can help you and how to do it. You want to make sure you check that out immediately. Another habit that's helped me become a multimillionaire, and this may come as a surprise to you, but I work out. And I don't work out just to look better than you and to fuck you up if you talk shit. Those are just side effects. One of the best reasons to work out is exercise can actually make you smarter and happier. Here's a study. Again, nerds, I'm not going to read this shit to you. You can check it out at your fucking own. Take a screenshot. Exercise can make you smarter and happier. The fucking nerds go into way more detail of why that happens, right? But smarter and happier. These are 2 things that improve your emotions: working out and meditation. And let me show you why that's important. You want to accomplish something. You want to get a result. The result is going to come from action, right? Cause and effect. Results come from actions. Everyone knows that. But the quality of that action depends on what kind of state you're in, the emotional state you're in. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, let's say the goal is you want to be a good father. The action is you spend time with kids. your state, let's say you're in a fucking bad mood. You feel like shit and you spend time with your kids when you're feeling all shitty. Well, now the quality of the action is going to affect the quality of their result. So just because you're spending time with your kids, if you're in a bad mood and you're being a fucking dick, right? You're not accomplishing the goal of being a good father, even though you're doing the action. I hope you guys are getting this. Here's an example I always give, right? Let's say girl is giving you a blowjob. We're all adults here. You're getting a blowjob. We'll give two examples. Girl A is like, it's like she doesn't want to do it. You know, she's like just doing it just cause. It's like a pity blowjob. And she's kind of disgusted. You getting a pity blowjob. Girl B, man, she been dreaming about putting your penis in her mouth. Right? She can't wait. She dies on it like a loose ball at the Super Bowl. And she's just gobbling that shit up, man. Like it's her favorite thing. Like it's her favorite food. Same action. But because of the state that action was performed in, you're going to get different results. That's your whole life. Let's take this to making money. Brandon, what does being mean to my kids and fucking blowjobs have to do with me getting this money? All right, well, listen, let's say you want to make money, right? That's your goal. That's the result you want. The action is you work hard. Now, if you're in a shitty state and you work hard, let's say, especially you're doing something like sales, you're in a shitty state, you're calling people, right? Yeah, you may be doing the sales calls, but what kind of results are you going to get? Now, let's say you're excited, enthusiastic about these sales calls. You know what I'm saying? Like you're fired up. What kind of results do you think you're going to get there? Let's say you just got a regular job. You come in, you're giving people high fives. You're super excited to be there. You know, you're asking the boss for more work. What else can I do? How else can I help? Is there anything else you guys need from me, man? You're attacking every task, asking for more. You're probably gonna get promotion. You're gonna rise up the ranks of that company super fast, way faster than the guy who's like comes into work. Hey, I got a case of the Mondays. Oh, you're coming in there all sad and sour like a fucking punk. When layoffs come, that motherfucker's gonna be the fucking first. Snuffleupagus ass motherfucker man in there. Or worse, Oscar the Grouch. You wanna come in there like Elmo. Who you rather hire, Elmo or Oscar the Grouch? Simple decision. Sesame Street's trying to teach you a lesson. It's the state. That's why working out, studies show it actually improves your well-being, makes you feel better, and it makes you smarter. Not only will you perform the task in a better because you're in a better mood, but you'll also probably do it better because exercise can make you smarter. I only showed you one study. There's tons of studies to show that. There's a whole book called Spark, all about how exercise actually improves cognitive performance. For example, they had a study at a school, it was right outside Chicago actually, where they had the kids do gym before class. And then those kids kind of outperformed every kid in the state and most of the kids in the nation once they started working out before class. So imagine if you start working out before work. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of reasons behind it. You read the book if you want more information, but blood flow to your brain, it's good for you. The habit that I get the most hate for online is buying time. People understand this when it comes to business, but they don't seem to understand it in their fucking lives. If you run a business, you have to do all of the tasks. You got to do the marketing. You got to do the sales, especially if you're first starting, you're a solopreneur, you got to do the marketing, the sales. You're probably making the product and or delivering the service. Then you're probably doing the customer service. And if you're trying to do something else, add to it, you're probably doing the R&D, the research and development. And there's other tasks too, but for the sake of this example, that's what we're talking about. As you scale your business, you start replacing yourself. You hire a marketing team, someone to run your ads. Maybe you start hiring salespeople and you're buying time, right? And this is how the business scales. People get that in business, but they don't seem to understand it in life. A lot of you guys struggle with having enough time to do shit. You need to buy time. So think about your personal life. You got to clean shit. You got to buy groceries. You got to cook. You got to do laundry. These are all different tasks you can have. What you want to do is, man, as soon as you start making enough money, man, you want to start paying people to cook, having your groceries delivered, paying people to clean. You definitely want to start doing your own laundry. And it's as your income allows it. But almost all you can afford to have somebody doing your laundry. And that's going to save you a bunch of time. And you reinvest that time into making more money. So if it takes you 2 hours to do laundry, if you can work during that time, let's say your hourly rate is $100 an hour, you pay someone else to do your laundry, you pay them $50, you done bought 2 hours for $50. And if you work during those 2 hours, you're gonna gross $200. And so you're gonna net $150 by paying someone else to do your own laundry. And then you can extrapolate that to cooking, buying groceries, cleaning. I don't know how long it will take me to clean this house. We hire teams of people to clean the house. There's a different person who does the balconies and the windows, and then the actual housekeepers who come and clean the apartment. They be here like fucking, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours, 2 to 3 hours, and it'd be 2 of them, right? So if it was just me, that'd be 4 to 6 hours. Can you imagine? That would be so irresponsible, because so many people are dependent on me in the business to actually make money, and I make more money per hour than I pay them, right? So it's a net positive. Only the smartest among you will really understand that. I have a video all about this. You should check it out. It's click the link somewhere you can check that out. Those are the 5 habits I've used to make multiple millions of dollars over the last few years. And I have another video that's going to help you out. If your goal is to make, millions too, go check that video out right now. Stop what you're doing. Check it out now.